Hey guys, Lugiamaster here, and welcome to the final day of October. Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope your Halloween is going great. Whether you're going to a Halloween party or a costume party, going trick-or-treating, watching scary movies, playing horror games, reading scary stories, or telling scary stories with your friends. Whatever you're doing today, I hope you have fun doing it. Today I'm going to be reading My Little Pony Tales Lost Episode. So without further ado, grab a drink, grab a snack, grab your friends, and let's get into this. My Little Pony Tales, Lost Episode. I was a huge fan of My Little Pony in 1994 when I was 6. I was only a girl when I first watched it. I had everything. The dolls, the toys, and everything else. And up to this day, I still am a fan of My Little Pony. But the most horrible thing was about to come. One day in 2011, I was browsing through eBay for any copies of My Little Pony Tales on VHS and DVD. However, there were no copies available. After going to several video stores and still unable to find any My Little Pony Tale VHSs and DVDs, I basically went to a flea market to find any copies of My Little Pony Tales on DVD and VHS. Just to my luck, I found them. I went up to the stand and saw some copies of My Little Pony Tales on VHS and DVD, including all of the 7 Pony Friends dolls. I asked the man how much were the stuff, and he said, "That'll be 45 bucks." I gave the man the money, then took the stuff to my car and went home in excitement. As I was unpacking the stuff I got, I noticed an MLPT VHS labeled in crude handwriting, My Little Pony Tales Never Before Seen Episode. To my curiosity, I popped the tape in my VCR, sat down, and watched. The tape started out normal, with the intro playing happily. I smiled brightly because it felt like I was a kid again. However, toward the end of the opening, the screen began to twitch a bit. Probably it was because the tape's film or something. I brushed it off and continued on. Then the title of the episode appeared on screen, Teddy's Vengeance. I was startled a bit, but didn't think much of it. The episode started out at Bonbon's house. It was nighttime. The ponies were having a sleepover and were watching TV. The Cleveland Bays were on. Then Clover said, "Hey girls, I want to see what's on the news." Melody then replied, "But I want to see Cleveland Bays concert." The ponies shrugged and continued to watch the remaining part of the Cleveland Bays concert. About 3 minutes later, when the concert ended, Melody then grabbed the TV remote and switched the channel to Channel 3. The reporter stated that there was a psychopath killer on the loose, responsible for a double homicide. Sweetheart told the ponies that there is nothing to worry about and that everything's gonna be fine. The ponies then went upstairs to go to bed. A title card then appeared, stating that 3 hours had passed. Teddy was shown walking on the streets dragging the dead bodies of Ace and Lancer. He then spots Bonbon's house and goes inside. Teddy then sneaks into the bedroom where all of the ponies were asleep, took Bright Eyes and brought her back to his torture room. Then Teddy strapped Bright Eyes down to the table and began to hack her apart. Blood was seeping from the table and screaming from Bright Eyes could be heard. Realistic screaming that I could feel it. He took the other ponies and killed them in different ways, stabbing them constantly until they die, eviscerating them, etc. I couldn't handle it anymore. I ran over to the VCR and tried to turn it off, but it wouldn't turn off. Same thing with the TV, but it wouldn't. I unplugged the entire television set, but the video just continued playing and it never left the screen. I sat down in disappointment and continued to watch the rest of the tape. After about 2 more minutes of carnage, the video cuts to Teddy staring directly into the viewer and spoke, "That's what they get, but now I must do what I have to do." Teddy then pulled out a gun and aimed it toward his head. Tears were streaming down his face. This happened for about 30 seconds. Then he finally broke down into tears. He cried for about 3 minutes before pulling the trigger. As he pulled the trigger, blood and brain matter splattered across the screen, and Teddy's lifeless body fell towards the ground. His body just lied there for about a minute before the episode ended. Both the TV and VCR burst into flames. As soon as I saw that, I lost control of my bladder. I immediately grabbed a fire extinguisher and put out the fire in time. The tape then came out of the VCR. I then picked up the tape, took a hammer, and slammed it into a million pieces. I destroyed the tape itself, except for the film. Well, I later burned the film. After I took my burnt up VCR and TV and threw them both in the trash. I then called 911 to discuss about this incident. The police came to my house and they asked me a lot of questions, with almost everyone answered no. The police then concluded that a person who created it was sent to death penalty with over 100 counts of murder and 1 count of public disturbance. The police also mentioned that they threw out the tape after the cast and crew watched it back, and were scarred for life by the episode's graphic content. But somehow a salesman found that tape in the garbage and sold the tape with many other My Little Ponytail merchandise, including all of the 7 Pony Friend dolls, at a flea market. I then said, I was the one who got the stuff and that tape. I even watched the tape, and after it was over, I destroyed it. Shortly after the police left, I couldn't even sleep for a whole month. Ever since then, I was too scared to watch My Little Pony Tales for almost a whole year because of the episode I saw. But I've overcome my fears now, so if you ever come across the same episode, don't watch it. Just call the police and have all of the copies burned. Thank you for taking your time to read this. Now, first things first, I just want to say I am sorry if I messed up on saying some things or I had to repeat myself a little bit. Stuffy nose and whatnot. But anyway, this was actually pretty well written, I think, in my opinion. Sure, it has some of the same tropes, as always, as, VHS kind of things. Lost episodes, tend to have, like I keep mentioning. But again, this did have a different feel to it. I mean, sure, yeah, the writer was kind of an idiot, it's like, oh, just blah, 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 I'm gonna be done here. Could have been done there, but you know what? This was actually really fun to read. Yeah. So without further ado, if you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to join the Creeper Cat Army. Click that bell icon for notifications so you'll be notified whenever I go live or upload a video or do a short for some reason. Let's see. Click on my Mercury link down below if you feel like supporting me. Yeah. I will see you later, recruits. Peace out.